Welcome to episode 16 of the lowest production quality programming screencast on the internet. Today, I will be putting together, trying to remember how to use Graphite. I've got a huge PR here, not all of which will make it into the stack. But here, I'm just going to remember how to use Graphite. Haven't used it in a little bit. So I've got it set up on my computer. And I'm just going to read through this in no particular rush. So if you've never used Graphite, this will be useful. If you have used Graphite, this will be boring. So creating a pull request with GT should feel familiar, similar to workflows you already do. Check out main, git create all message, create a branch with a single commit. The all flag will stage any modified files. I don't want to do that. Let's see, create GTPR. Now let's open the public stack, submit, reviewers, Alice, addressing GT modify A. GT modify commit. Okay, cool. So the first thing I'm going to plop in here, I believe, I'm going to minimize that, and we're just going to be looking in here. So we've got an ADR, which is our repository strategy for tracking different decisions we make. I'm going to rename this to architectural basis. Create architectural basis. Proposed. This is agreed. Decided. This was somewhere in beginning of October. We'll just say it was on my birthday. Work began about the same. We're completed pretty soon here. I'm gonna read through this. I've kind of already read through it. Yeah, I read through it earlier. Okay, so this is going to be the first thing that we actually add. So, okay. Simplifying Git commands, especially some of the sharper edges like rebasing, enable PR stacking. We think simplifying Git and pull request creation is compelling on its own. However, adding pull request stacking to your workflow levels it up even more. To read about the benefits of stacking. Okay, cool. Not all challenges require stacks, but the same command and concepts apply to a single PR as to a stack of 25 PRs. The Graphite workflow can be broken down in the following steps. Create a stack, submit the stack, address feedback, merge a stack, sync from trunk, and clean up your merged branches locally. Creating a first pull request. So I don't want to commit everything. A branch will be created with the given message. How do I just add one thing to it? It's just GT. First, check out the bottom PR and address the feedback to amend the last commit. Next run GT modify to amend the last commit in the branch and restack all the branches above it. An equivalent but more manual. Git add. Let's see what happens if I run GT modify, or I guess GT create. Let's see. On an untracked branch. That seems weird. Maybe I didn't set this up correctly. For installation, npm installation, macOS, unsafe overriding, authenticate. I authenticated. Once you've authenticated, you run to create a pull request in GitHub for every branch in your stack. So overview, I think we want the quick start. No, we want the quick start. Basic tutorials, create a pull request. GT and net. Let's see, and select your trunk. Main. An existing branch or stack, you can begin tracking now to add other non-Graphite branches to Graphite later. Check out what GT track. If you only want to use Graphite for new branches, feel free to use it now. Takes it now and use GT create filling expert GT user tips disable. No, thank you. Okay. Basic tutorials. Create a pull request. GT net. Okay. Okay. Git add. Nope. GT add. Okay. Did not match any files because it is GT create message feat add ADR for architectural plans. That's not what I wanted to do. Nope. What was it? Get okay. Shoot, did I lose my changes? Probably. No. What's going on here? I just wanted to add that one file. GT log short. Maybe I need to be on main. Let's see if we check out main and then bring my changes. Main is protected, that's fine. Okay, so now I'm on main. So GT add. Running. Changes to be committed. Well, I want to unstage them. I'm nervous. Okay. But we're calling this the base. Base. Boom. And then we have that committed here, but we're going to do this. Same thing. 72 files. Good. Then we're going to bring this back to main. Bring our changes to main. 72 changes. Not sure why it's 72 now. Come on now. Okay. Add it. Okay, GT status though. Good. Untracked files. And then changes not staged. Okay, these are new files. That makes sense. So now we can GT add that. Changes to be committed. Okay, on branch main. Now we can create GT create branch with this name already exists. Let's go over this branch. Rename this branch. Try this again. Cannot perform this operation. You can track it. Cannot perform this on an untracked branch. What? Oh, go back to develop. Go back to main. Bring my change to main. No staged files match any configured task. Okay, join group. See if that did anything. Need to move this over here, please. Thank you. All right, now we can do GT log short. And now we have group join architecture base. That's a branch off main. Okay. Now that your branch is created, use GT create takes an all flag that will stage your unstaged changes for you, similar to git commit all. Both all and message have short versions. Git create am works the same. Submit the branch. Once your work is finished locally, the next step in the authoring workflow is to submit for code review. Since GT create already checked out your new feature branch for you, run the following command to create a new pull request. Validating these graphite stacks ready to submit. Preparing. Pushing to remote. Need to set this up properly, so I need to pause real quick to grab a token. All right, so I needed to use a personal access token. Thank you, ChatGPT, for reminding me what to do there. So yeah, once prompted there, put that in, and Graphite was able to submit. So back to Graphite here. Here's my PR. Not sure why it's loading. I don't see my files. There we go. Okay, so that's easy to kind of just read through and say that looks good. So I'll click merge when ready. Great. Okay. And create a pull request. Great. GT submit will prompt with a few questions. Plop that down there. Whether you want a draft PR to publish it immediately. Okay, great. When it completes, it will print out the URL of the newly, I think it just opened it, stack-aware code review interface that GTPR will take you to by default. However, your coworkers can still decide whether to review with Graphite or GitHub, as we two-way sync with every pull request. Comments and feedback from the GitHub PR interface will show up on Graphite and vice versa. Responding to user feedback once your coworker reviews, it's possible they may have some blocking changes they'd like you to make. Typical Git workflow might work like this. Check out your branch, make some change, add the branch, add the change to staging, commit the change, push the new changes back out. If you need to check out your branch, you can do it with autocomplete and or arrow by running gt checkout. Oh, that's nice. You'll be prompted for which branch to pick, saving you the effort in copying the branch name from your pull request. Once you made your change, you're ready to GT modify. Abort this operation. Select changes to commit. Just edit the commit message. Abort. Commit all file changes. All changes to tracked files. Interesting. Okay. No. Yeah, no. Let's see. Authenticating terms. Core commands init, create, submit, modify, restack, sync, GT log. PR, this architectural plans. Needs more approvals, last submitted version V1. Okay. Create a new PR, stack PR on top of an existing PR. Oh, cool. GT guide workflow. Okay. Introduction workflow, stacking.dev, create a stack. Feels similar. I don't really like this interface. Fine, maybe I do. Okay. We're actually going to read the docs now. Let's toggle system up. Not toggle stage manager. Toggle stage manager. Toggle system appearance. Yep. That's a little bit better here. Over here, I'm going to make this a tiny bit bigger. So okay. The workflow, creating a first pull request, stacking a second pull request. Let's see, more changes, GT submit. I'm not going to need to make any changes here. Stacking a second pull request. Okay, while you're waiting for a review on your first pull request, you can continue to build out changes by stacking a second pull request on top of the first. A stack is a sequence of pull requests, each building off of its parent stacks. Stacks enable users to break up a large engineering task into a series of small incremental code changes, each of which can be tested, reviewed, and merged independently. GT treats stacking as a first-class concept. Stacking new PRs, addressing reviewer feedback in a new part of your stack, and making sure upstack branches stay in sync with changes downstack are all seamlessly handled for you by the core GT commands. To stack more changes on top of an existing pull request, open an interactive branch picker. Select the pull request you want to stack on top of. GT checkout. This is the pull request I want to do stuff on. Make changes with your editor. So now I have to decide. Oh, wife is done. Gonna pause here for just a moment and just continue working. Actually, I'll wait until she's done checking out and see what she wants to do. Okay, so now I need to figure out from my large list of laundry changes here what exactly we want to do. So I've got the core pieces of this here, which I think we can add the dependencies. Yeah, I think adding the dependencies here makes sense. And then we can add some of the stuff. I don't think everything's going to build for every PR, but that's okay once they do. Initially, that's not like the most important thing. Yeah, so I think basically everything in dependencies here is going to get added. and then we can have clients, and then we'll add like the join group client. Yeah, this can definitely be cleaned up. Then we'll add the client, then we'll add the machine, and test. And we'll kind of add some of the other stuff. Let's see. General cleanup. That was required for. Okay. So let's go ahead and add dependencies. So we will gt add dependencies /star. No match founded. No match founded. Dependencies. Running. Dependencies. Okay, great. So I've made those changes, and then we need to, we need to create another gt create message feat add dependency control pattern. Nice. Push the stack, which will also create a second pull request on top of the first one. Okay, nice. Give me a description, please. And wife's coming out. I'll be back in a minute. All right, we're back. We've got another one, another banger. What change? Add environment, determine flavor, define flavors, implement a network monitor, example of controlled. Needed app group clients features. Yeah, I need to add features. Let's see. So I need to modify this. GT add features group. No autocomplete. List features group. Oh, join group. Here we go. Join group client. Yeah. So we actually need to add that as well. So GT add features group invites join group.client.ts. Okay, and then we need to say GT modify and then GTS. Added join group client.ts to demonstrate controlling a features dependencies. Okay, and then how to test, review the environment, verify controlled object correctly. Fuck you. Don't really care about that. Why make this change? This change introduces a new dependency management pattern to enhance stability by providing controlled implementations of dependencies improve flexibility in managing different environments and platforms, reduce reliance on mocking and test, leading more accurate and maintainable, centralized control of major dependencies, making it easier to manage and update them across the application, could provide a consistent approach. There we go. Love that. And what is at the top of the stack? Yeah, so that's this one at the top of the stack. Okay. Cool. And that's pretty much all we're gonna have to do. GT log short or GTLS. GT log. Okay. 1069. Add dependency control pattern. Now the rest of the feature really gets added. Let's look here. Features, group invites, join group. We can add the machine and its test, but then we require a lot of extra stuff. Oh, I just realized it's a little bit easier to kind of run up and down this stuff. TS config needs to be added to that, so we need to stay where we are, and then we need to list TS config cat list TS config gt add TS config.json gtm. Good. Just config. Let's see, this is hard to think about because I let my stuff get so big. Don't need that. We'll need some of these. Yeah, we'll actually need some of these. Data store, settings store. So group status, accounts client, group invites. Features, group invites, join group. Cat just config.ts. There has to be an easier way of doing this. This was to get tests running. Not gonna do this translation stuff. Package JSON, just set up. Okay. There's a plugin for VS Code that will make this a little bit easier to do. Let's see, so we want to go what did I do? Add the dependency. So I needed to add the TS config, which I think I did. Okay. Yep. So So I think features is going to get added next. But did I need the just config? No, that was for fixing tests. That was for fixing tests. Actually needed the queries stuff. Yeah, I needed the query stuff. So GT add queries. There's something about data. Data helpers messages? No. Data store. Yeah. Data / store. Okay. Queries. Yep. And then GTM. Whoo! That's not useful. And this should open the top of the stack. Hell yeah. Commit it. Will that work? Maybe. We're going to try. Awesome to get feedback from AI. That's really cool. Okay, that's rabbit code or something. Let's see. So the files, add dependency control pattern. I'm going to keep that there for a moment. I'm going to do a demo on these. Let's see. Just adding documentation. Required for non-React usage of React query. And then same for all the other ones. Create block. required for dynamic imports in group join group. All right, that's not too crazy. Okay, I feel good about that. Gonna end this recording. Number 16 done. Goodbye.